Dinah Maria Craik was an English novelist and poet. Mullock was born at Stoke-on-Trent to Dinah and Thomas Mullock and raised in Newcastle-under-Lyme, Staffordshire, where her father was then minister of a small congregation. Her childhood and early youth were much affected by his unsettled fortunes, but she obtained a good education from various quarters and felt called to be a writer. She came to London about 1846, much at the same time as two friends, Alexander Macmillan and Charles Edward Moody. Introduced by Camilla Toulmin to Westland Marston, she rapidly made friends in London, and found great encouragement for the stories for the young. In 1865 she married George Lilly Craik, a partner with Alexander Macmillan in the publishing house of Macmillan and Amp Company, and nephew of George Lilly Craik. They adopted a foundling baby girl, Dorothy, in 1869, at Shortlands, near Bromley, Kent. While in a period of preparation for Dorothy's wedding, she died of heart failure on the 12th of October 1887, aged 61. Her last words were reported to have been, "Oh, if I could live 4 weeks longer." But no matter. Quote, her final book, An Unknown Country, was published by Macmillan in 1887, the year of her death. Dorothy married Alexander Pilkington in 1887, but they divorced in 1911 and she went on to marry Captain Richards of Macming Castle. She and Alexander had just one son, John Mullock Pilkington. John married Frida Roskelly and they had a son and daughter. Works. Mullock's early success began with the novel Cola Monte, and in the same year she produced her first 3-volume novel, The Ogilvies, to great success. It was followed in 1850 by Olive, then by The Head of the Family in 1851 and Agatha's Husband in 1853, in which the author used her recollections of East Dorset. Mullock published the fairy story Alice Learmont in 1852, and collected numerous short stories from periodicals under the title of Avilion and Other Tales in 1853. A similar collection appeared in 1857, under the title of Nothing New. Thoroughly established in public favour as a successful author, Mullock took a cottage at Wildwood, North End, Hampstead, and joined an extensive social circle. Her personal attractions were at this period of her life considerable, and people kindly judged her simple cordiality, staunch friendliness, and thorough goodness of heart. In 1857 she published the work by which she will be principally remembered, John Halifax, Gentleman, a presentation of the ideals of English middle-class life. Mullock's next important work, A Life for a Life, made more money and was perhaps at the time more widely read than John Halifax, and was followed by Mistress and Maid and Christian's Mistake, followed by didactic works such as A Woman's Thoughts About Women and Sermons Out of Church. Another collection, titled The Unkind Word and Other Stories, included a scathing criticism of Benjamin Heath Malkin for overworking his son Thomas, a child prodigy who died at 7. Later on, Craik returned to more fanciful tales and achieved a great success with The Little Lame Prince. In 1881 she published a collection of her earlier poems under the title Poems of 30 Years, New and Old, some, such as Philip My King, addressed to her godson Philip Burke Marston, and Douglas, Tender and True, achieved a wide popularity. Reception. Richard Garnett holds that the genuine passion that filled her early works of fiction had not unnaturally faded out of middle life, replaced by didacticism. To Garnett, Craik's increasing self-awareness led to this. Garnett judges Craik's poetry as a woman's poems, tender, domestic, and sometimes enthusiastic, always genuine song, and the product of real feeling. Bibliography. A comprehensive bibliography appears in Dinah Maria Craik by Sally Mitchell. This is reproduced more concisely in the Cambridge Bibliography of English Literature. Additional contributions to periodicals, Tales and Sketches, The Man in Green. the 11th of January 1846, in the Mirror Volume 1, pp. 20–23. Beranger and his poems, the 1st of August 1846, in the Mirror Volume 1, pp. 79–80. The Poets of the People. I. Allan Ramsay, the 15th of August 1846, in the Mirror Volume 1, pp. 109–11. The Poets of the People. 2. Robert Burns, the 19th of September 1846, in the Mirror Volume 1, pp. 189–90. The Emigrants' Wives, a passage from real life. The 26th of September 1846, in the Mirror Volume 1, pp. 203–08. The Story of Arminia, May 1847, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 26, pp. 284–86. Elspeth Sutherland, June 1847, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 26, pp. 327–32. Great and Little Heroines, September 1847, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 27, pp. 140–44. A Sketch of Domestic Life, 11, 18 and the 25th of September 1847, in Sharp's London Magazine, Volume 4, pp. 315–17, 332–34 and 342–44. The Peacemaker, February 1848, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 28, pp. 66–71. Poets of the People, Robert Bloomfield, March 1848, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 28, pp. 172–73. A Meditation for the Times, February 1855, in Hogg's Instructor Volume 4, p. 129. Running Away, A Schoolmaster's Story, December 1868, in Our Young Folks Volume 4, Boston, pp. 734–43. In the Happy Valley, July 1869, in Our Young Folks Volume 5, Boston, pp. 444–49. Le Boeuf Gras, December 1869, in Our Young Folks Volume 5, Boston, pp. 825–31. In Bolton Woods, January 1871, in Our Young Folks Volume 7, Boston, pp. 42–48. The following all first appeared in periodicals before the books: Little Lizzie and the Fairies, Sunny Hare's Dream, The Young Ship Carver, Aunt's Night Underground, In the Playmate, A Pleasant Companion for Spare Hours, 1847–48. A Family in Love, As a Family on the Wing, in Chambers' Journal, 3rd of May 1856. A Garden Party, in Good Cheer, Christmas 1867. His Little Mother, in the Graphic, 5–19 October 1878. Poor Prin, A True Story, in the Graphic, the 11th of October 1879. An Island of the Blessed, in the Sunday Magazine, 1880. My Sister's Grapes, in Harper's Young People, New York, the 14th of December 1880, and in Life and Work, August 1881. A Ruined Palace, in the Sunday Magazine, 1881. How She Told a Lie, in the Sunday Magazine, 1881. A City at Play, and The First Sunday at Lent were incorporated in the book Fair France, Impressions of a Traveler, as chapters 3 and 4 respectively. Early Poems, Song of the Hours, October 1841, in the Dublin University Magazine Volume 18, pp. 442–43. Verses, 1844, in Friendship's Offering of Sentiment and Mirth, pp. 216–17. A March Song, April 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 20, p. 245. Songs for Stray as No. I. The Mourner's Hope of Immortality. April 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 20, p. 245. Songs for Stray as No. 2. The Shepherd's Wife. May 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 20, p. 275. Songs for Stray as No. 3. Carol Ann's War Cry. June 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 20, p. 335. Forgive One Another. June 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 20, p. 346. Songs for Stray as No. IV. A Barcarolle. July 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 21, p. 32. Good Seed. The 5th of July 1845, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 4, p. 16. Songs for Stray as No. V. Cowan over an Irish Chieftain. August 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 21, p. 76. The Country Sabbath. August 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 21, p. 101. Songs for Stray as No. Vi. A Fireside Song. September 1844, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 21, p. 168. The Six Maidens. January 1845, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 22, pp. 26-27. England's Welcome to American Genius. April 1845, in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 21, p. 200. The Garden in the Churchyard. The 20th of September 1845, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 4, p. 192. The Motherless Children. Addressed to the infants left by Madame Leontine Genoud. The 18th of October 1845, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 4, p. 256. The Poet's Mission. The 3rd of January 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 5, p. 16. Prayers for All Men. The 31st of January 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 5, p. 80. Hateful Spring. The 7th of February 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 5, p. 96. The Maiden and the Rose. The 7th of March 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 5, p. 160. A Greek Allegory. The 28th of March 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 5, p. 208. The Troubadour and His Swallow. The 11th of April 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 5, p. 240. A Hymn. The 30th of May 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 5, p. 352. The Water Lily. The 18th of July 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 6, p. 48. A Mother's Resignation. The 25th of July 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 6, p. 64. The Chrysanthemum. The 26th of December 1846, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 6, p. 416. Happiness. The 30th of January 1847, in Chambers' Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 7, p. 80. Robert Bruce crowned by the Countess of Buchan. the 13th of February 1847 in Chambers is Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 7, p. 112, The Cry of the Earth. The 22nd of May 1847 in Chambers is Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 7, p. 336. On the Portrait of Lady Rachel Russell. July 1847 in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 27, Frontispiece. An Answer. July 1847 in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 27, p. 22. The Golden Rose. The 10th of July 1847 in Chambers is Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 8, p. 32. Growing Old Together. The 21st of August 1847 in Chambers is Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 8, p. 128. Memory. The 30th of October 1847 in Chambers is Edinburgh Journal New Series Volume 8, p. 288. The Tax Gatherers. November 1847 in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 27, p. 265. The Dream of the Orphan. 1847 in Orphanhood. Free Will Offerings to the Fatherless, pp. 81-82. Dante's Meeting with Castello in Purgatory. January 1848 in the New Monthly Ben Assemblée Volume 28, pp. 25-26. The African Slave, The Greek Mother, The Battle of Langside, and 3 other unknown poems. December 1848 in the Drawing Room Table Book. An Annual for Christmas and the New Year, pp. 13, 34 and 76. Militia Volunteers. March 1855 in Hogg's Instructor Volume 4, p.